Hello, everybody. My name is Lasha Royanko, and I want to welcome you to the channel High Voltage and to let you know what on earth I am doing here. Well, on April the 1st of 2025, myself and my manager, my friend, and the moderator of this channel and I are conducting a raffle for a $100 cash prize. Now, how will we get this cash prize to you? Well, it's very simple. You go to the playlist on High Voltage. It's called Meghan Markle Trivia. There are 6 to 7 lives, no longer than 30 minutes each. And Trevor has already compiled questions on the community page. Care Give Out has already answered one question, which is where were Meghan and Harry married, and what other aristocrats were married at the same chapel in Windsor. Care Give Out gets a point for that right straight away. And all of the other questions are on the playlist. Now, in order to get to know me, you do have to get to know me a little bit so you can trust what I'm doing. Because if you can't trust the podcast that I'm asking you to subscribe to, if you so wish, then what's the point of joining the podcast? And also, it's a very, very small community. I started this channel March the 23rd of 2023, and it's been a little over 2 years. And I thought at the time that if you had 3 channels, if, say, one channel was 300 human beings and another channel was 8, and so on, it would add up together. However, I was absolutely mistaken. So I do have a channel. And to find me again, if you come across this and you don't subscribe and you want to find me again, just type into YouTube Lasha, Lasha, and it's Rojenko. Now, a / high voltage will get you right to this channel, but I just wanted to share that there are 861 souls that I am absolutely blown away. I do know that a lot of times people subscribe to channels and they don't watch them every single day, obviously. Um, However, I watch so much YouTube because of an accident that I was in that sprinkled out throughout all of my YouTube footage. So to answer any questions about who I am, why I started the channel, the intent, origin, and goal, and why this is a non-donation charity, it's up to all of you to find out. And I created a video called Intent, Origin, and Goal. And there's also a playlist called China Blue Book Nook. And those videos are about Meghan Markle. I sprinkle a little bit about myself. So I'm going to read an article about Prince Charles. And this article will be on, well, the article won't be on the questions, but there will be questions from this article. I'm going to read it very precisely, very clearly, very quietly, and just try to think of what kinds of questions would I ask from this particular article. Bowie, Pitt, and Kate Moss. This is a UK headline. So I just need to find the paper. And if you want to know who is behind here, Hi, everybody. It's Lasha on a beautiful Sunday morning in Grimsby, Ontario, and the raffle is coming up very shortly, April the 1st at 7 p.m. However, don't forget to sign up on the community page. Watch the Meghan Markle trivia questions. Go to China Book Nook. Prepare yourself for these questions, but I am throwing some zingers in. Oh, I've got to throw some zingers in. Okay? Okay? No, seriously. So let me find this article about Prince Charles. And after the article, I will ask you the questions. Hello there, Harley Far. Hi, how are you? Just to let you know who I am and what the heck I'm doing. My name is Lasha Rayanko. You've reached the channel High Voltage. April the 1st of 2025 at 7 p.m., myself, the manager and the moderator of this channel, we are conducting a non-donation charity prize of $100 cash. If people don't trust me to send them an email transfer, that's fine. Elon created PayPal. I always wondered, who created PayPal? Why? Because people don't trust each other to do the right thing on the internet? That's sad. Really sad. And I really hope that YouTube doesn't turn in to the next mainstream media. How am I doing? I'm doing a lot better. Thank you for asking. And I hope that you participate in the. Uh, I'm just trying to pronounce. I don't have my glasses on. I'm sorry, so I'm getting really close here. Um, Haley Fur. Haley, where are you from? I like to get to know people that subscribe to the channel. I don't understand. I understand when people subscribe and they don't want to get involved. If there's amazing content on here. There is amazing content, in my opinion, because in part, I'm from Canada too. I'm Canadian as well. Um, and the reason Trevor's from Detroit actually, and I think he's in middle school, but we met on cyberspace, and he does all of the technology for this channel. And so between him and we're splitting the proceeds, and I'm donating mine into this community. And the $100 is for people to keep who need it, or maybe give it to the charity of your choice. If you've never been here before, Harley, I was I broke my femur when I was 46. And okay, so basically, I broke my femur and the surgeon made a mistake. So, at any rate, thank you so much for asking those questions. Now, this is the article about Prince Charles, so I'm just going to turn myself this way. All right, here we go. So, when I read this article, these are some of the questions that I am going to be asking in reference to King Charles. King Charles cancels engagements after experiencing temporary side effects of cancer treatment. March 27th of 2025, this was written by Lauren Said Morehouse, CNN. Britain's King Charles required a short period of observation in hospital on Thursday after experiencing temporary side effects from a scheduled cancer treatment in the morning at Buckingham Palace said. Charles is 76, has now returned to the Clarence House, and on medical advice has canceled his engagements on Friday. The palace said in a statement, His Majesty would like to send his apologies to all those who may be inconvenienced or disappointed as a result, it added. The king was set to receive credentials from the ambassadors of three countries on Thursday and was scheduled to undertake four public engagements in Birmingham, central England on Friday. How much does the public have a right to know about King Charles's cancer diagnosis? He very much hopes that they can be rescheduled in due course and offers his deepest apologies to all those who had worked so hard to make this planned visit possible. A royal source described it as the most minor bump in the road that's very much heading in the right direction. Well, I can read the article on and on in reference to King Charles, but the truth of the matter is, these are the one of the questions that I have, aside from just Meghan Markle and King Charles. And Harley, do not forget to like this video. Get the likes up. Get the likes up. Hello, who's this? Games 539. All right, so I just read a little bit of an article. Hang on a sec. I just read an article about King Charles. King Charles's cancer diagnosis, which is very, very sad. This is a non-donation charity. Games. My name is. I was going to say my name is Games. My name is Lasha, and am I started a non-donation charity in part because I was injured and I didn't feel I received the support that I needed, and I don't want anybody to go through any pain, whether it has to do with a medical malpractice, which is what I experienced, losing an animal. People can't sometimes pay their vet bills. And during these times of tariffs and in Canada, times are going to get rough. So people need to stick together and do well with each other or not. And it's a choice we all have when we face adversity. We can't control what we are controlled to do in society, but we can control our participation and how we choose to conduct our lives. And when you think about it, this is all aside from Meghan Markle. It's also Sunday. And I don't know about you, but I'm turning myself around. Do I support the Trump administration? No, I don't. Because what Trump is essentially doing is he lied to the American people already. I watched Candace Owens and her, yes, yes. It is very important. It's very important. Why does she have to pronounce her T's? I couldn't figure it out. I couldn't figure it out. But you know, Candace Owens has slowly become one of my favorite commenters. I mean, commentators. I don't like saying, oh, I'm going to follow somebody. Oh, no. Thank you very much, Harley. I really appreciate that. It helps the algorithm. And you know, when you this I tell people this all the time and they must think that I'm daft or I don't complete what I say. When you hit subscribe, you're paying it forward without having to pay. Because I was the one stuck with this bloody knee injury and I didn't even break my knee. That's why I started this channel, because a surgeon in Canada didn't keep his oath. Well, doctors make mistakes, right? But they should say something. but I was in a wheelchair like with my legs straight out for an entire year. I couldn't walk for a year. And I talk about that's why I started this channel because what he did was sociopathic. And it was at the Barrie Royal Victoria Hospital in Ontario. When that surgeon, when I found out February 7th of 2018 from Dr. Ma at McMaster at 12:30 in the afternoon, and it was a Monday, and I will never forget it. Go to 2018 February 7th and tell me if that was a Monday, because it was. I have no paperwork in front of me. And then people say, well, when you're traumatized, you tell the same story. If you tell the same story all the time, then you're lying. That is not true. Not in my case. I don't care what anybody says. I know how you feel. My foot ran, oh my, isn't it painful? And did the guy who ran over your car take any responsibility? And you know what I think people forget? A woman and a man should never forget our debts. Meaning, if we've hurt somebody, if we've said the wrong thing, and it's offended somebody, unless we're getting into this baloney about not being able to speak truth anymore, I'm sorry, I won't do that. I do not believe in the Trump administration. I think the American people have been swindled. Canadians are starting to dislike Americans, and Americans don't dislike Canada because of Trump fricking around with Greenland. What was it before? The Arctic? What did he want to buy before? Oh, Israel? I mean, I know Jared Kushner is Jewish and everything, but come on. And why was Jewel invited to Jeff Bezos' wedding? Could somebody explain that to me? Somebody explain to me why? Well, he did. You know what I think the problem is, Haley, is and games and yeah, Haley and games. This is what I think is wrong with the Trump administration. It really doesn't matter who our politicians are, ladies and gents. They all lie. They're all run by people with Jeff Bezos, like Elon Musk, because they have money. One of the scariest things that I heard from Elon Musk's father, you know what his father said? There's an interview with Elon Musk's father on YouTube. The father said, well, and they're South African. And Elon Musk has Asperger's, and I think okay, so his father said, well, what I don't know how to do a South African accent. I could probably learn, but I don't know how right now. I can do a little bit of a Scottish one. That's the bathroom. If you want to know, there's towels behind me. See, look, white towels. Yes. At any rate, I just wanted to, this is a hotel, by the way. We're here until Tuesday. So then, listen to this. I can't remember what I was going to say. Oh, I don't remember. I was watching a podcast, though, called Diary of a CEO, and I did put a 1-minute short clip up, and it's about saying what you need with as little verbiage as possible. You know, I have ADHD and I could sit here and talk to myself probably all day, but it wouldn't be productive. So, at any rate, $100 giveaway, cash prize, April the 1st for Meghan Markle questions and the royal family. And I've referred everybody to some really good royal channels like TNT UK, The Royal Grift, Cheer Denise. She reads books, and I would recommend the last two Chapters of Revenge. Check out the Meghan Markle playlist on this channel. And to find out about me, you can go to China Blue Book Nook or start with popular videos first and popular shorts first. Okay? And you know what? Thank you for sticking around to Games 839 and to Haley Farr. Okay? And I hope one of you guys wins. But Caregiveout's got a head start on everybody. And Charlene, I remember you. Okay. Thank you so much. And I really appreciate it. Drop in a comment of any questions that you might think might be interesting, and I'll throw them in the raffle. Okay. And it's not really a raffle because what I'm doing is we're keeping score of who gets the most correct questions, but I will be giving hints along the way of what the answer is. I'm not going to leave anybody. I'll probably act it out because I'm such a ham. Um, well, I think it's going to be fun. Okay? Okay. All right. Goodbye, everybody. And I hope you have a great Sunday. And honestly, I'm just going to turn this. I'm going to show you something. One moment. Okay. All right. I wanted an AI video of Jesus because that picture is sort of the closest version to what he may have looked like based on, oh, did I just get in there again? Based on the fact, if you ever watched the movie or read the book, Heaven is for Real, and there's an artist, and her name is, I think it's Oksana, and she drew a picture, painted a picture of Jesus. Her parents were atheist, and that was the painting that the little boy saw in heaven. And it was an unbelievable story. So I think today being Sunday, we should all take time and thank God, the universe, what we are grateful for. I'm grateful for my mother and for those of my ancestors that have passed, like my grandparents on both sides, my aunts, my father, my dog. Who do you have that you love? My great great grandmother. And just always remember you're intuitive, you're conscious, you're aware, and you're kind. And breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. And find a place of meditation today and be grateful for what we have. We're not in Bangkok. We didn't just go through an earthquake. We didn't get bombed. Every day, count your blessings.